In this training video, we're going to go over now how to generate calling reports for your telemarketers. Now we're in a different install of My Virtual Caller. We're actually in a live one for one of my clients, so we have some data in this particular install so you can see exactly what it can produce. Okay, so let's look at Michael. Now Michael is actually a Filipino that is doing telemarketing for my client in here in California, so it works out really well, and this system has been quite helpful for working with Filipinos. So I want to run a report for Michael, and we have these periods over here. We can generate call reports for today, this week, so we'll look at the whole week, last week, so we can do a comparison, this month, last month, and then all time. Okay, so let's just look at what Mike did for today. So once you do that, you select that, select the time, and then you simply just click on report. And what it does is gives you a time block of each of the calling sessions. What we have Michael doing is making calls in 1 hour blocks, and then giving him roughly about 10 minutes off, then getting back on the phones and doing this for 4 hours straight. Okay, so for today, he did 4 sessions. And this was his time for each of his sessions right here. You can see his start time was 5 o'clock a.m. our time here on the Pacific Coast. He ended at this time. He made 38 dials. He had 28 contacts, and we got no interest. Okay. The CD ratio is contacts divided by dials. So he had almost a 76% contact ratio. Okay, between here, but we didn't have an interest to contact ratio whatsoever today. All right. So pretty much each block is the same, but then we have a summary down here of how many minutes he did, all right, for the day, and what his average dial time was for the day. So, and his total dials and his total contacts for today. Now, if we go for this week and hit generate, this is all the time blocks for the week. And so what I would do is, in this scenario, is I go down and look at what he did for the week. He did over 900 minutes of telemarketing. He made 671 dials, 555 contacts. We got 9 interest out of this. Okay, his average time on the phone was 1.4, so roughly probably about a minute 20, a minute 30 is his time on the phone. His contact to dial ratio was 82 or 83%, and his interest to contact ratio is 1.6. Okay, so that is his calling metrics. And what I generally do is I do a screen capture of this each week, and I turn it into a PDF, and I add it to his folder for him to review, so to make sure it's kind of an accountability. So you can see with My Virtual Caller, you can see that what activities your telemarketers are doing. This is a good average number of dials, 37 to 40 dials an hour for the type of call he's doing. If there was more qualification, I would expect maybe a little bit less. So it's really, really good system to see how you're doing or how your telemarketers are doing with My Virtual Caller. So that wraps up the caller reports. And in the next video, we're going to be talking about exporting lists. So I'll see you in the next video.